This is a continuation of network analysis tutorials. In the previous tutorial we talked about the route and service area. In this tutorial we'll talk about closest facility. In order to do a closest facility analysis we need some incident points. So go ahead and create a point type shapefile and call it incidents. Make sure you provide the appropriate spatial reference. Once you have created the incidents point file, go ahead and add a few example points. So notice how I have, by starting the editor, I have added these 3 incident points. So suppose these are 3 accidents or events where somebody is injured. Now we are interested in finding which one is the closest hospital facility for these incidents. So in order to do that, open a new closest facility event. Again, as we saw before, once you do that, you will see these facilities, incidents, barriers, routes, lines, and polygons. In the network analyst, go to closest facility, and again in this case I have already added, but right click, load locations, and load both. First load the emergency clinics, and once you have loaded those, then also load the hospitals in this. So if you have loaded both of these, you should see total of 74 facilities. In a similar manner, go to incidents and load the incidents type point file, and as you can see I created 3 incidents showing as red points, and there are 3 incidents here. Once you have done that, click the solve button, and this should take a while, but once you have clicked solve, you will see that it will create the routes for these accidents, the routes to the closest hospital or emergency clinic. So once you have done that, you will see that it will show all the for each event. If you see, it is showing the route to the closest facility. So this is what the purpose of using the closest facility tool in the network analyst is. And this way you can have a whole map of accidents, and you can use this to find out based upon whatever the event or incident is, what is the closest relevant facility. Keep in mind that you have to provide a map of facilities as well as a map of incidents. So if we kind of do an overview of whatever we have done so far, we did a route, a service area, and a closest facility analysis, and in each case we have figured out that the program or network analyst is finding routes for us. We could have in each of these cases we could have point type barriers or line type barriers, even polygons type barriers, and when it solves a network, it takes into consideration any barriers and finds the most optimal route for the given situation. So I hope this gives you a general idea of how to use network analyst. Go ahead and play with it a little bit more and try to use it in your project if you can, especially if you're working on a transportation related problem.